Hello there and welcome to your weather forecast. My name is Dula Godot with you once again, and we're going to be talking about what we're going to be seeing out there for your Monday afternoon and evening. We're going to take a look at Tuesday and Wednesday as well. And our city of the day is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yes, right, the great state of PA. And we are looking outside right now at the Franklin Institute, which is a famous science museum out there in Pennsylvania. My kind of place. This is where I would visit if I was visiting Pennsylvania today, because I'm all about that science. So, a little bit of housekeeping for the channel. Leave your likes, your comments, and you can subscribe to the channel because 80% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you're currently watching this video, please subscribe. All right, and I'll give you a moment to do so. All right, thank you very much for your subscription, your comments, and your likes. We appreciate that. And we're going to move on with the video right now. We're going to talk about the national radar, and I'm going to show you what's going on out there across the country as far as weather events that's taking place right now. So let's move on to our national radar. All right, here we are with the radar image and here is a live shot of what's going on across the country right now. We have several areas of some precipitation that's taking place out there from the northern plains here through Nebraska and South Dakota and through Kansas as well. We're seeing some showers and storms out there at this moment. And then down in Oklahoma, so down here across Oklahoma City along I-40 here, we're seeing a stretched line of thunderstorms, stretched area, some showers and storms down here, as well as in parts of Texas down there along the Mexican border. We got some showers and storms taking place. Showers and storms here along the Gulf Coast because of a tropical disturbance out there. And we're also seeing some showers and storms here along the mid-Atlantic states through the Carolinas and Tennessee, parts of Virginia and Kentucky, and West Virginia is seeing some of this scattered activity as well, as we have an area of low pressure there that's going to spread some showers and thunderstorms. None of this activity is severe right now. We do expect some severe weather to develop in this region later on today, is where we can see that severe threat for your Monday afternoon. So that is a look at the national radar. Oh, let's not forget these showers and storms up here in North Dakota as well. So we do have quite a few areas of seeing some disturbed and wet weather out there for your Monday afternoon about the midday hour. So here's a look at your weather today. All right, here's your weather today, and we're going to talk about the watches and hazards that's taking place across the country right now, things that we need to be concerned about. And for the most part, it is pretty quiet out there across the nation. We do have this area where there's red flag here, apart through the state of Oklahoma, no, the state of Utah here. So we got central and southern Utah. We have some red flags out here. We do have some flooding problems out here in Kansas and Oklahoma, right along the border here. So we're going to be seeing that flood watch or warning in place for there, as we've had a lot of heavy rainfall or seeing a lot of heavy rainfall, and some of those rivers are going to be riding high out there this afternoon. Some more flooding out here through the deep south, through the state of Alabama out here. We're seeing some flooding as well due to some heavy rainfall as well. And we got some heat out here in the Central Valley in California. We got heat as well as we got a high wind watch and a high wind warning through the Central Valley of California, as things are getting kind of warm out there, as we're going to see those temperatures start to approach 100 degrees over the next day or so. So for the most part, that is all the watches and warnings that of any significance taking place across America for your Monday afternoon. So let's move on, and we're going to talk a little bit about severe weather and being prepared for that severe weather. So in case you're dealing with a tornado, you want to seek shelter as soon as possible, because take immediate shelter in a sturdy structure. You know, if you're inside, go down to the basement, or put yourself in the center of the building away from any walls, outside walls or windows or doors. So you want to make yourself as secure in that building or structure as possible. If you're dealing with large hail, you want to take shelter indoors away from windows because we saw that hailstorm come through Minnesota, and some of those golf ball sized hailstones hit the windows really, really hard. I was amazed none of the windows were damaged, but you could see how hard they hit, and even some came in sideways against my front door out there because I do have an overhang. So if those hailstones were still able to hit my front door, they were coming in at an angle. So take shelter indoors. And if you're dealing with lightning, move away from windows and don't want to be outside. And don't hide out under trees and stuff like that. Also with wind damage as well, move indoors away from windows. And flooding, turn around, don't drown. So if it looks flooded, don't drive over roads that are covered with water, because just a few inches of water can make your wheels for your vehicle come up, lose contact with the surface, and it can carry you downstream. So we do have a quick video that's going to go into more detail about severe weather.
Severe weather can happen anytime, creating hazardous conditions that include thunderstorms, damaging winds, tornadoes, large hail, and flooding. You can increase your chances of survival if you know what to do when severe weather strikes. Develop a disaster plan with an emergency meeting place for you and your family. Make plans for when you're inside the home and when outdoors. Identify a safe place to take shelter. Pick a room in your home, such as the basement or an interior room on the lowest floor with no windows. Practice your plan. Conduct a family severe weather drill regularly so everyone knows what to do if severe weather is approaching. If you have time, secure loose objects, close windows and doors, and move any valuable objects inside or under a sturdy structure. Check the forecast regularly on local news or radio to see if you're at risk for severe weather. A watch means you need to be prepared for the storm. Severe thunderstorms are possible in and near the watch area. Stay informed and be ready to act if a severe thunderstorm warning is issued. Warnings mean severe weather has been reported by spotters or indicated by radar. There is imminent danger to life and property, and you need to take action. Acting quickly when severe weather strikes is key to staying safe. If you're at your house, go to your secure location if a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Take your pets with you if time allows. If you're outside, go inside a sturdy building immediately. Sheds and storage facilities are not safe during a severe thunderstorm. If you're in a vehicle, that's safer than being outside. However, drive to the closest secure shelter if there is sufficient time. Stay weather ready and continue to listen to local news or the radio to stay updated about additional watches and warnings. If the severe thunderstorm produces a tornado, seek shelter in a sturdy building. Go to the lowest level of the building, preferably in a basement, and get under a heavy desk or workbench, or sit next to the wall and cover your head with your arms and hands. If a lower level is not available, move to an interior room hallway. Put as many walls between you and the outside of the building as possible and stay away from windows. As a last resort, you could climb into a bathtub or under a bed or sofa. If you're caught outside, lie flat on the ground and cover your head with your hands. Be aware of flying debris. You should postpone outdoor activities if thunderstorms are imminent. Lightning can travel 5 to 10 miles away from the thunderstorm and strike the ground. If you can hear thunder, lightning can strike. Stay away from anything metal, pools and lakes, and never stand under a tree. Seek shelter in a sturdy building as soon as possible. For more information, visit the National Weather Service's website at weather.gov. And remember, when thunder roars, go indoors.
Alright, thank you for checking out that video. And now let's talk about what we expect for severe weather over the next coming days here. Alright, so this afternoon, we are going to be looking at this area here. This is where our severe weather threat is going to be. We have this slight risk here. And, you know, with Texas and Oklahoma, you're going to always have that risk for some large tornadoes, damaging wind, and large hail as well. All modes of severe weather is going to be possible with this area this afternoon. Here we are talking about Lubbock, Texas, We talking about Fort Stockton here down to San Antonio, Austin as well, Dallas, Fort Worth. You guys are going to be in that marginal risk for severe weather, but if you're in San Antonio and Austin, you guys are going to be dealing with that slight risk for severe weather. And then we also have this marginal risk in the southeast here of seeing some severe thunderstorms. Large hail and damaging wind is going to be the main threat in this area, as well as heavy rainfall is going to be possible. And we're going to see scattered non-severe storms along the Gulf Coast here and up through the Mississippi Valley into Missouri. We're going to be seeing some non-severe storms through Nebraska and Kansas here, through parts of Colorado and Wyoming, into the Dakotas near the Canadian border. We're going to be dealing with some non-severe thunderstorms this afternoon. And then another area of non-severe storms possible up here along the Canadian border in the northern Rockies here through Idaho, Montana, Washington, and northeastern Oregon. You guys are going to be seeing the possibility of some thunderstorms this afternoon in that area. So here what we're going to be seeing for your Tuesday out there. We're going to have those same areas, some non-severe thunderstorms from the Canadian border through the high plains, down through Wyoming and Colorado, northeastern New Mexico, through the state of Texas here. We'll see our severe weather threat down here near Waco in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And so you guys are going to be seeing that possibility of that severe weather for your Tuesday afternoon. And we'll see that isolated severe in the dark green here down to the Mexican border through San Antonio. Austin as well is going to be in that slight risk of severe weather for your Tuesday afternoon tomorrow. And almost severe weather is going to be possible. Isolated tornado, some large hail. We're talking golf ball size hail, damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour, as well as flash flooding. It's going to be possible from excessive rainfall, because tomorrow we're going to be dealing with the remnants of whatever that was out over the Gulf of Mexico. That failed attempt at developing a tropical system did move on shore, or it's going to move on shore, and it's going to spread a lot of heavy rainfall through the southern half of the nation for your Tuesday. So we're going to see showers and thunderstorms all the way into the mid to upper Mississippi Valley, just into southern Minnesota there, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, as well as over into Mississippi and Alabama, Tennessee, southwestern Kentucky. We have North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and the entire state of Florida are going to be seeing those non-severe thunderstorms. But some of those storms can produce some heavy rainfall as a result of some of that tropical moisture that's feeding into the area. And here we are for your Wednesday. So Wednesday, we're going to be seeing our weather system move to the east, and it's going to spread with it that severe weather here along the Gulf Coast of Texas. So we're talking about Houston and Corpus Christi, Corpus Christi, and we got Beaumont, Texas as well. Lake Charles, Louisiana down here. We're going to be seeing that marginal risk for severe weather from the Mexican border and the southern tip of Texas here, all the way into the upper Midwest, to just about the Great Lakes area. So through Indiana and Illinois, we're going to be seeing those that risk for marginally severe thunderstorms through Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, northwestern Alabama as well. So be on the lookout and pay attention to your local weather for any severe weather updates. And we're going to see non-severe thunderstorms clear up into the Canadian border and the Great Lakes area. So we're talking about through Wisconsin and Michigan, down through northwestern Illinois. We have Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska here. We're going to be seeing those thunderstorms for your Wednesday afternoon. On over to the northeast a little bit here through Pennsylvania, West Virginia, We're going to be looking at those storms through Kentucky, Virginia, North and South Carolina, Georgia, as well as the entire state of Florida. So a lot of wet weather out toward the east again for you Wednesday. But the Northeast is going to remain in the clear for you Wednesday from any severe weather or anything like that. Nice dry conditions toward the Northeast for your Wednesday. All right. So that was a quick look at the severe weather threat. Now let's talk about that dangers of fire weather. So we have that fire weather danger taking place right now, and we have an elevated risk for fire here across the desert Southwest, the Mogollon Rim of Arizona, this southeastern Arizona here down near Tucson, the Rincon mountain range down here. We're going to be seeing that in Sierra Vista and Bisbee, Arizona, through New Mexico. We're talking Las Cruces here in Deming, New Mexico, the southern end of New Mexico, through about Albuquerque and Santa Fe. You're going to be dealing with that enhanced fire risk. And here, this is where we may see some dry thunderstorms take place. So we're going to see that enhanced risk because of dry lightning, as precipitation from these storms may not make it all the way to the ground because of dryness at the surface. So a lot of that rain is going to evaporate before it hits the ground, but it will have some lightning out there, so that lightning could help to spark new fires out there through parts of eastern New Mexico and southern Colorado out there for your Tuesday afternoon or for your Monday afternoon. Here's what we're going to be seeing tomorrow. That fire risk is going to increase, so we're going to go into a critical fire danger here through New Mexico, where we do have that Hermit and Cat fire that's currently burning over 300,000 acres and only about 45% contained at this moment. So we're going to have this danger here continue, as well as that dry lightning threat here across northeastern New Mexico out there. And that dry weather and fire danger is going to continue through Utah and eastern Arizona as well. We're going to continue to see that threat for that enhanced fire and critical fire danger. So those red flag warnings will continue across the desert Southwest for Monday and Tuesday. All right, here's your national weather forecast for the next 3 days. And for today, here's where we're going to be seeing out there. Here's where our severe weather is going to be. All modes of severe weather is going to be possible here. We got tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds, and flash flooding possible. Here we got a lot of heavy rainfall, so some of these thunderstorms, while it may not be severe, will be heavy and have a lot of heavy rainfall. So we'll see heavy rainfall into North Texas and western Oklahoma and southern Kansas there. We're going to be seeing those thunderstorms, as well as here along the Gulf Coast and into the southeast. Here we're going to be seeing these heavy rainfall. Not really severe, but in its own way, this is very severe weather, as flash flooding can occur with some of these tropical downpours because of influence from the Gulf of Mexico and a failed start at a tropical weather system out there. It's going to send that area of low pressure and disturbed weather onshore, so we're going to see a lot of heavy rainfall down here along the southeast this afternoon and evening as we deal with that severe weather out here across Texas. A few snowflakes through the northern Rockies and the Front Range, but nothing to worry about out there. It's not going to cause too much in the way of travel conditions, as this will be very high up in elevation above the 8,000 foot level. So only the highest peaks are going to see any snow from this activity, and it's very little activity out there at this moment. But we will see showers and storms extend all the way through the high plains, the northern plains, northwestern Minnesota, up to the Canadian border this afternoon. So tomorrow we're going to see more of that heavy rain here across the southern end of the nation here through Missouri and Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas as well. We're going to see that heavy rainfall from that tropical system down there. Severe weather here across central Texas. More thunderstorms into the Front Range of the Rockies. We'll see rain and thunderstorms up through the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest. Also down across the southeast to the mid-Atlantic states, we're going to see some of those heavy rain and thunderstorms. Dry conditions in the northeast, the northern plains, the Pacific Northwest, and the desert Southwest will all have lovely weather. So we'll see hot heat down here across the desert Southwest for your Tuesday, but very pleasant conditions across the Pacific Northwest, the northern plains, and the Northeast for your Tuesday. So for Wednesday, here we go. We get a little bit more severe weather here across the Southeast now. We're talking here along the Gulf Coast of Texas and Louisiana. We can see some heavy rainfall, and this is going to be for large hail, damaging wind, and flash flooding. Tornado threat with this is going to be low, but heavy rainfall is going to be the issue here through your Wednesday afternoon as we have those heavy thunderstorms out there in the Southeast. And thunderstorms will extend through the Great Lakes into the Canadian border there. And let me get my eye here. All right, I always get itchy eyes. It's something telling me that my video is getting long when my eye starts itching. All right, so that's that wet weather for Wednesday up into southern Canada there. Dry conditions will continue across the Northeast, the extreme East Coast, the northern Rockies, and the high plains will be dry for you Wednesday. Dry through the Pacific Northwest, down to the Southwest, and the deserts out here. Very dry conditions. But it's going to continue to be hot down in the Southwest, so take precaution at beating the heat out there in the Southwest, and those fire issues will continue out there. So that is a look at the weather forecast for the next 3 days. My name is Dooley Godot. Thanks for watching. Leave your likes, your comments, and you can subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video tomorrow.